Hello everyone, good evening. I hope you are doing fine. And today we are here to celebrate the virtual bookversary of my debut novel, Love Triangle. I have invited a few of my Bookstagram friends to join me in this celebration, and I hope you all are joining me too. Let's wait for a few more people to join us. We are celebrating the bookversary of my debut novel, Love Triangle. Those of you who have just joined me. Yes, Siddhant is here. I'm just going to add him now. Hello. Hello, everyone. To everyone who has joined. And Siddhant is here.
Hey, hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
How are
So,
you?
my audio video is clear. I just wanted to
Yes,
check that.
yes,
Great.
clear. So Gana is also here. Let me just add her too.
Great.
Yes, I have invited her. Let's wait for her to join now.
Ah, she's
Hello!
hello.
Happy 1 year to Love
Thank you.
Triangle.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you see the wall? The huge decor that I have done, the
Yes.
elaborate.
Yes, it's
And we
looking
also see
very
that
pretty actually.
Thank you.
no, she's also matched the
Is-
book cover as well.
Yes,
The
so
color.
I spent an hour looking for a top which matched the book cover. Yeah, so woes of being. We have to
That's
justify the
that's
celebration
that's
also, no?
totally that's just like the reindeer years. If everybody remembers, like
I actually wanted to go out and buy the happy birthday cap, but Manan was like, no, no, we are not doing that.
You can check if there are
okay,
some people.
I wanted to do that cap wala thing, but okay, some things I have to let go of.
Maybe next year.
So can I stop? You're laughing too much.
very serious. We are
Okay.
very good book bloggers.
We are very
Very
important
like
people.
we are very like
Very professional
yeah.
people,
Professional.
very serious people. We never make fun of each other. Never.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't. We don't.
I
We
also
are
have the
very like
questions ready.
Okay.
Yes.
okay. Okay, Siddharth is like totally like let's get down to business.
Yeah.
Let's
So
answer.
yeah,
Yes. I have many questions. Siddhant is like, I have my questions ready. When are you answering, Manali?
I know. We'll start with the kind of question.
Uh,
no,
so,
actually, huh? No,
huh.
no. Like let's start with Manali. Uh, let the people know actually what are we doing today here
Yes.
before everything else starts.
Just a moment. If the time permits, I am going to turn the camera and show the people what we are doing. This is what we are doing, people. We are celebrating the bookversary of Love Triangle. We are celebrating 1 year of my debut novel, Love Triangle, and you can see it there. And it has also won an award, which I have nicely kept next to it so that people don't forget. Yes, so this is what we are doing here today, and we are also going to answer some questions that people have asked me about the book. One very common question across the social media platforms wherever I have asked the question is that the what inspired the names of the characters. Let's begin with Aisha, my female protagonist. So Aisha Banerjee was inspired by my favorite movie, Wake Up Sid. The lead character in that movie is named Aisha, and that's how the name Aisha came up. And she's also a writer, and the character in my novel, she's also a writer. She writes poetry, and that's how the name of Aisha Banerjee came up. उसके बाद हाँ वीरेन is inspired by two of my favorite people. uh, one is a fictional character, one is a real person. वीरेन का जो नाम है वो इंस्पायर हुआ है अभय देओल के कैरेक्टर से इन सोचा ना था, वीरेन ओबरॉय. And the surname Joshi came from one of my celebrity crushes, Rohan Joshi. He's a stand-up comic. So that's how Viren
Oh
Joshi
my
came.
God. I
Yeah,
see that guy on YouTube on Tanmay Bhatt's channel. Oh my God, he's there. Like, but is he working? Is he like what does he do? Like, does he write scripts and
He's
all,
also a
right?
writer and a stand-up comic. And he's
Look
very
at us, look at us discussing Bollywood and your content creators. Okay.
yeah. So two crushes for Viren Joshi. Uh, the character of Viren Oberoi from the movie Sochana Tha, played by Abhay Deol, and my celebrity crush Rohan Joshi. So Viren Joshi, combination of two people. And
Nice, nice.
okay, so Abhi Agarwal, a lot of debate has been. I have had a lot of debates about that with my friends because if you remember, I had done a whole guess the names of the characters last year before the book released, and people were not able to guess Abhi Agarwal because they thought Abhi is not a complete name. It's an incomplete name. How can that be a full name? It has to be
Yeah,
Abhijit,
I thought
Abhishek.
initially like yeah, yeah. I when started reading it, I thought the same. Like, no, like Abhi, someone's name is Abhi because I have never met an Abhi. So
no,
yeah,
but
so
the
I was
thing
waiting
is,
for when the real name would come.
and the thing is, you realize the importance of the name in one of the dialogues
Yes,
in the book.
Siddhant. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for pointing that out. So
exactly.
actually, the jokes came to me before the name came. So that's why I kept it. There are two or three jokes in the entire story which revolve around the name of Abhi. One is where he himself jokes about it, and then there is a bigger one, and my favorite joke in the entire book, which Viren cracks in the later part of the story. So yes, the jokes came first, and then the name came. So that's about
Nice.
yeah, that's about it related to the names of the characters. Another question that I was asked is just a minute. I have the list here. If you guys have any questions, please. Do
So
you also
we,
Yeah,
have any
people can
questions?
also ask in the comment section. Actually, people are joining in. They can also ask in the comment section. We would love if you have read Love Triangle, then go ahead and you can ask the whys and the hows.
Yes.
Me
Anything.
personally, I have really enjoyed your conversations with the beta readers. The and like how honest, like I am like in awe of your beta readers because they're like yeah, they do not give you any like coated sugar coated stuff, and that is something that is very rare to find, and I they are like yeah, they are like the after you, they are the like the second people who are like responsible for love triangle because yeah, because like to tell you that no, this isn't working, like no, इसमें मजा नहीं आया, मतलब बहुत गट्स होते हैं. Like I would never say like मनाली यार नहीं, इसमें मजा नहीं आया, मतलब काफी गट्स होते हैं.
Yeah.
Jayanand is here. Jayanand is here. Jayanand, hi
Okay.
Jayanand. So Jayanand
Hello.
is also a bookster grammar like us, and I think he's not read Love Triangle. Oh, Neha is
Yeah,
also
I
here.
guess.
Hi
Hello,
Neha.
everyone.
They are
Hello,
all,
people.
huh,
So those of you
they
who are
are all
joining and
friends of
have
mine.
not read the book, it doesn't matter even if you ask questions, irrespective of whether you have read the book or not. I will answer them. So please.
Manali, do one thing. Can you read out the blurb of the book? Like that would help everybody understand the book a
Huh.
lot more.
This is the book we are talking about. Just one more time, I'm showing off because, come on, today's session is for this.
yes,
Yes, so the blurb is Aisha has just moved to the city of Dream with her parents. She befriends the charming Viren, who helps her find her footing in Mumbai. Though she is slowly adjusting to her new life, what Aisha is most excited about is pursuing BA in honors political science from a reputed college. Things don't go as smoothly because Abhi, her senior, seems hell-bent on making her life on the campus difficult from day one. Just when things seem settled, Viren joins the college as an ad hoc lecturer. Is there more to Aisha's friendship with Viren and her frenemy with Abhi? It seems there's a love triangle blooming around the corner, or will it be a love triangle? Because Aisha is not sure if it's love at all. So that's the blurb of the book, and it's about three characters, Aisha, Viren, and Abhi, who befriend each other, and they are trying to figure out if it's love or not. Hello, we have a lot of people joining in. Thank you, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised on a weekday people are joining it at such an odd hour.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's 9.
yes.
I know.
So I had a now that you've read out the blurb, it was so refreshing to read about Aisha. So because it's Women's Day, so and we have had this there was this big debate that went down with infidelity, and with there's a recent Bollywood movie, and since your book has
I
Bollywood,
couldn't hear
yeah.
your question.
Yeah, can you see me? Like yours is coming a little bit. Okay, I
Right.
said that because it's Women's Day, and recently in the recent past, there's been a movie about infidelity and Gehraiyan basically, and it's about an affair. So I wanted to know, like, Aisha is confused. Like,
Hmm.
there was this, so what if, where does this, is there a line that a woman or a girl like has to be in, like, that Lakshman Rekha, like, because it becomes gray.
Hmm.
Eventually it becomes gray where, she falls for both the guys. Right. So, how was it for you for writing that kind of a, like, that headspace to go where, she's not able to decide?
Uh,
Because
yes, you are completing your question. Sorry, go on.
no, because it's like we all have that, like, all of us as women, we've felt things, certain feelings, but we've never acted upon it because of our internalized conditioning, that भी एक ही के साथ रहना है और एक ही की मतलब फीलिंग होनी चाहिए, मतलब एक ही है तो मतलब वही है, मतलब और कुछ नहीं है. So I want to know about, like,
जब भी met, I'm not recalling where Shahid Kapoor says, uh, one man woman, yeah, one woman man, something like he says, no? Then
hmm,
Karina also responds in a similar manner. So, yeah, coming to your question, yes, we have been conditioned to think in a certain manner, but I think, especially because I have been exposed to so many web series from USA and British era, and I mean, I watch a lot of English series, and I have seen the dating culture in those series where people are okay with being seeing multiple people at a time. In India, that is not so, and I believe the
exactly.
generation after mine. Hello, is it cutting off? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of
There's a
cutting off. It's the net problem, I think. Yeah, but please continue.
Yes. So I was saying that yes, I have grown up watching a lot of English sitcoms, and I understand the concept of dating. But in India, it's not so. We are very like if you like someone, you have to be focused on that person only. You can't like multiple people at the same time. Even having a crush on more than one person was considered like, oh my God, how can you like so many people? So yeah, I have seen that kind of mindset in my school and college years. Having said that, I think the generation after me, the ones born after 95, 96, I think they are a little open minded than me, and they are ready to explore more relationships and explore their feelings. Things are changing, but not as much as we would like them to. So I wanted to bring out that aspect in the character of Aisha. She is born after the that 95 wala age groups, and you can see in her behavior that she likes both the boys, but she's confused because probably of her upbringing again in India, and she wants to choose just one. Despite that, we see that in one particular chapter, she's talking to both of them simultaneously, and we can see that she's flirting with both. She feels guilty about it, but she's like, okay, but I like them both.
That was such a like a it was a such a again like I keep saying that, but as someone like as an Indian writer and especially for young adults and as a Indian book, like you hardly see a woman like being that character being formed where she is flirting with both of them, and it's like it's not like like whether she was judged, but like it's not frowned upon. It's like because we all have that, because when I read it as a girl I was like, yeah, this has happened with me, like when I was in college, like this is like, yeah, I had, but I didn't voice it, I didn't like say it to a lot of people, even my closest of friends, I never voiced it. So as like so that's why like how choice becomes a very gray area. And because it's Women's Day, I was like, yeah, like this is something like love triangle also reminds us that there is no like we need to look past that like no, this is it, like बस यही है, इसके बाद और कुछ
हाँ,
नहीं है.
मैं मुझे
हाँ
यही
मतलब
पसंद है, कोई देखूंगी मैं, इसके अलावा किसी को नहीं देखूंगी. That kind of thing has to change. Yeah, so
so that was my
that's
question.
what I was trying to show through the character of Aisha also, and also because I wanted to show that it's okay. You are a teenager, you are in your early 20s, you are not married yet. It's okay to have feelings for more than one person. Yes.
Yeah, because it's like it's based in college, and yeah, that kind of yeah. So
Yes.
we can move on to the next question. Actually, you were reading out the questions.
So I had one very particular interesting question. They liked the book and they were entertained by it, but that particular person wanted to know that if I had to put some kind of villainous trait in one of the characters, who would it be and why? There has to be like out of the three or any of the side characters, what kind of a villainous trait would you give to any of the characters? And I found it very interesting because I know, because I have sketched out the character so well in my mind. I know who would be that particular kind of a person who would do something bad just in order to get that person that he likes. That would be Abhi Agarwal, without a doubt, because he has already
I was
done
thinking about
one
it.
particular thing which we frown upon. We would never do something like that to somebody who is in that position. And if that wouldn't have worked, if the other character had not taken that particular step after that action, I think he would have gone to another level. He would have done something worse just in order to get Aisha, probably.
Nice.
What do you feel?
So Siddharth, you had a
Was that
question.
characteristic trait available visible in the character of Abhi? Did he have that kind of a streak? Did it come across like
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. Yep.
Abhi had that sort of a streak, especially when we see him develop through the entire book. You see that there is a shade
His
of
evolution. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. One more question that everyone has been asking a lot is there a sequel coming out? So I want to answer once and for all. There is no sequel coming out. Aisha's story ends here in this particular book, but we do have a spin-off coming where I will be talking about the story of Gayatri and Varun, who are the side characters in this particular book.
Okay. So
And
I
any more questions? Yes.
have another question. The book has some of the very iconic places of Mumbai, part of the story and part of the narrative. And as a part of the 1 year celebrations, you did put up a map. So how did you actually, identify those places, that you had to put in the story and make them so relatable and so important, make a part of the story? That they are actually pulling the story.
Yes, so my focus in the entire part of showing the spots was showing Aisha getting familiar with those places and also to show the relationship dynamic between her and Viren. Wherever he's taking her, we do notice that particular point they are getting to know each other better. They are forming a kind of a bond which develops further. So Also, I wanted to pick spots in that particular area where she's residing. It has to be practical also. No, he can't take her from
Right.
Dadar to Andheri, right? He has to be around
Right.
in that particular area only. दादर माटुंगा के पास पे आसपास वाले ही स्पॉट्स दिखा सकते हैं, और तो वो दूर लेके जाएगा तो कैसे ही होगा. So, and plus we know how Viren is. He's not going to give her that much time where it
Right.
requires more of traveling.
Right.
So that
So,
was the basic idea.
so I will go a step further. Are these places personally important to you? That you actually put them in the story to pay a sort of a homage to them.
Uh, some of them are. Mithiba is very important to me because I was an alumna of that particular institute. SVKM का दूसरा institute है, which is UPG college, and I was a student of that college. So that area where all those colleges are located, that's particularly very important to me because बहुत time spent किया है college days में वहाँ पे. And the other spots that I have mentioned in the Dadur Matunga area, some of them are important to me, like the Matunga Dabili spot. It's very important to me because when I first went there and tasted the dabeli, something similar happened with me in my life also, where we have shown that Aisha is upset and Viren takes her to that spot. मेरे साथ भी ऐसा हुआ था. I had a bad day and then my husband took me to that spot and I felt better somehow. So yeah, these two spots are important. बाकी सब तो ठीक है. इतना
Oh, that's
I
so cute. Wow. So yeah, it's like kind of like the Aisha moment you had in your life. Like we'll
yes.
always say that, Acha, you had an Aisha moment. Like we'll say Manali had an Aisha moment. We'll not say Aisha had a Manali moment. We'll say, okay, Manali had an Aisha moment.
Let
Nice.
me just have a look again. Am I forgetting another question? Yes, sequel वाला हो गया. Please, जो भी हमारे साथ है, if you have any questions, you can post in the comments also. We will answer in the live as well.
Another question that I had, when we launched the book, all three of us were there exactly 1 year ago. The book had a completely different cover, and
Oh
now
yes.
we are here with another cover. So what's the story behind it?
Yes, that was another question somebody had asked. You made me recall that. Somebody had asked that why did I change the cover for the ebook and the paperback? Why was there a separate cover? So one major reason for that was that, like, let's just look at the old cover first, so people will understand what we are talking about. So this was the old cover, and I wanted to do it, but again I took suggestions from some of my beta readers that will this look good in the paperback, and most of them were of the opinion that in a paperback the color should be bright, and this was a gray color background and it wouldn't look as appealing. As you can see, it's eye catching from far also. If
Yes.
this
It's
would
a
have been a
very
gray
good
color,
color. It's, yes, definitely. I
yeah.
love the palette.
Yes,
I
so
personally, I was like, oh my God, because I have a wall that's the same color, and I have this Sherlock Holmes lamppost on it, and it stands out in my room. It's like it takes away all the glory my old room has, which I'm currently sitting, apart from the wallpaper that's behind me. But yes, I was like, wow, it's looking outstanding. Definitely eye-catching, but yes, it certainly catches your attention because of the color palette of yellow mixing with aqua. And there was another question, Siddhant, that you wanted to ask about how, like, we both wanted to ask, like, what was the journey of the book becoming paperback from ebook? Like, how was it like, and what happened? When did you decide to make it paperback? Because we all know, like, it was originally just an ebook.
yes, so I had this particular goal in mind. I'm a very ambitious person when it comes to my writing. I had this goal in mind कि इतने reviews हो जाएंगे उसके बाद मैं proposals send करना start कर दूंगी. I wanted to see the reviews were coming in and people were appreciating it, but I had this particular खुद का ही goal कि चलो इतना इतना reviews हो जाएगा, then it means इतना reviews and particular kind of a rating. If it's above 4, I will start sending it to publishers and let them also judge, because so far the readers had judged it and now I wanted to test it further. What do the publishers feel? Is it really worthy of coming in a paperback? So that's how when I started sending out the proposals, and of course, it was not immediate. It took about 3 to 4 months. But then I found a publisher who was willing to go ahead, and that was like my moment when I realized, yes, it's worthy enough to be out in a paperback also.
So was it 100 reviews or 200 reviews? Like,
No,
okay, you're hiding it from us. Okay, this is very Manali. Like, no, I will not tell you.
no,
I
I
was
will tell you.
I was
It was
just
actually
trying my
50
luck that
reviews.
she would tell us. Astha is also here. Hi, Astha. Astha is also a book blogger like us
Uh,
and very good writer also.
oh,
I keep
wonderful.
telling her to keep writing. And
Everyone.
but yes, coming back to Love Triangle, recently I saw on a what do you say on a story that your book in Amritsar Book Fair got sold out.
Yes,
Oh my
indeed.
God! And that's just like awesome. Like, how do you feel? Like
I
one
feel,
year to Love Triangle.
yeah, and it's come at such a good time. I mean, we were just celebrating 1 year wala wo week chal raha tha, and in the midst
Huh.
of that, it was there at Amritsar Book Fair and it got sold out. I was like, wow. It was very surprising. Uh, Honestly, I didn't realize that the book had such a far reach till the time, people in Amritsar went there and they purchased it. I was like, okay, the people who are following me on social media know about it. But in the real world, I didn't know how well it has done. This was like that moment.
And it was so cute. I love the photo. They are holding the book and they're posing. And they're boys. They're
Yeah,
interested about it. And I'm like, boy
wow.
readers. That's even better. So I was
They
like
are holding it
championing
so
on.
with full pride, and they are like a gang of boys. It's a group, and they are holding it all
Yeah.
together. Yeah, so that was
So this
like,
is
wow.
yeah. So
Okay,
any more?
so
What are the next questions you have? Acha, Siddhant. Sorry. Yeah. Please go ahead.
okay, I have a question from Astha.
Oh,
What is one genre, Manali, that you haven't written but you want to write about it?
Crime thriller. I have been saying this for a while now that I want to write a crime thriller because that's my second favorite genre. And after romance, if I have read something most extensively, it's crime thriller and murder mystery. I would like to try that.
I would read it. I would tell you,
I know,
Manali.
I know for
I would
sure
have.
is going to love it, and that's Sukena.
For sure. Like, yes. I am always giving out recommendations. I would recommend for thriller your book. Definitely.
Yes, that brings me to another question. I had two of these again. Of the three characters, which one did you enjoy writing the most, and do you relate to any of them? I think I enjoyed writing one of the side characters the most, and that was Sadhna Joshi because she's so sweet and hilarious. I enjoyed writing her character the most, over and above the three main characters. For those of you who don't know, Sadhna Joshi is the mother of one of the protagonists, Viren Joshi, and she's this cute, hilarious character who keeps pulling his leg and keeps telling him that you have a crush on this girl. I know, I know. There are very cute moments in the entire book. So that was my favorite character to write. Out of the three, if I have to pick one, it would be Aisha because her character growth is the most visible throughout the entire story. It's her character growth that we see the most. And she's also, of course, one of the most relatable characters for me because she loves music, she loves reading, and she writes poetry. So, yes. The next question we have, with the success of Love Triangle, are you confident about your next project, or do you face pressure while you are working on the next manuscript? Very, very tricky question. Okay. I never feel confident about my writing, and that's I guess that's visible from the screenshots that also I have been sharing. Uh, I am never confident about my writing. I always feel that it's not good enough and people will not like it. Unless and until, that person comes back and tell me, I loved your writing. Till that point, I'm surprised. That ये चला गया बाहर लोगों को पसंद आ गया हो मैंने लिखा है ऐसा that feeling comes.
Oh, okay.
So we have another
So
question
that is
from the
this yeah. The dot Kindle girl is asking a question. What is it? What made you not give a
oh, definite
dignite,
definite end. Definite end.
definite, definite end to the story? I really love the idea.
Uh, that in the screenshots that I have been sharing, it's clearly visible that the ending of the book was very, very clear to me from the beginning. I didn't want to have a cliche ending, and I wanted Aisha to, make that decision in the end where, she's in her ground. She has made that conscious choice that she makes in the end of the book. I don't want to give out spoilers. That's why I'm, giving vague answers. But
I
that's the
understand.
thing.
This is like a first
Boom, boom.
you can call it a rom-com which has like this surprise element, and it has like a thriller surprise element, and it's like yeah it'll like kind of be like it kind of surprises you in the end, the surprise you search for in thrillers and crime. So like it reflects a personality trait of yours where you like crime and thriller, you said. So yeah, that brings in like
Yes. Who had asked that question? Kindle Girl, right?
yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that ending that you see in Love Triangle, that was always clear in my head, and I believe I have justified it by showing Aisha's character growth and whatever decisions she makes by the end of the book. That's the ending, and uh, yeah. One more question. वो प्रेशर वाला क्वेश्चन मैंने आंसर नहीं किया while you are working on the next manuscript. Yes, I feel the pressure even in a simple blog post. So with books, it's double, I believe. And yes, I do feel like I have to justify whatever I have done so far. Either it has to match the level of what I have done so far, or it has to be better. So those are the two things that I keep in mind. It has to be either consistent or it has to go a level up.
Asta is asking, is there any character in your books that you have picked from your life and have straight put them into your book? Like, एकदम बिल्कुल उठा के रख दिया.
नहीं. Probably Sadhna Joshi because she's a lot like my mother. So maybe that. Otherwise, no, they are all fictional. Oh, but I do know some parents who are like the parents of Abhi Agarwal. They are very spiritual and वो elite class वाले लोग होते हैं ना वो ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों को मैं जानती हूँ.
हम ना politically correct बातें बोलेंगे मनाली.
Okay. And yes, there is also Gayatri's mother. If you remember that temple scene where she meets Abhi and they are, she's kind of a gossiping, telling Abhi that, Gayatri has also got admission into Mithibai College. So वो वाला scene मैंने सारी आंटियों से इंस्पायर होके डाला हुआ है जिन जो नोजी आंटियां होती है ना.
This is like on Instagram, aunties get like all the wrath and all the like of everybody. But yeah, they deserve it.
Did you get that feeling though when reading that particular scene where Abhi is meeting Gayatri's mom in that temple after the Ram Navami Aarti?
I was reminded of some of my relatives.
Most of them.
Let's not be politically correct. Most, yes.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Now you are going to
talking
ask the
about-
question.
Yes. So since you're talking about being politically correct, I would like you to open the book, the dedication page, and read it out.
Okay. So this is the dedication page for everyone. It says, to my funny husband, I hope this book proves once and for all who's funnier. P.S. You will have to read the book for that.
And do we have the answer to that?
Sorry?
Do we have the answer to that question?
No. I am funnier, of course, because he has not read the book, and I'm
He's still
hilarious.
not read the book. He's still not read it.
He has not. I will ask on your behalf again where he has, how far he has progressed, but I don't think it is beyond 30-35%.
That is still a lot.
Yeah.
Asta as a question again. One more question. Do you give your bad characters after the name of the people you do not like?
No. No, not really.
So you like
Oh.
the names, but you don't like the character. Like we are not supposed to
What,
like the character.
what I'm thinking is, what she does is basically she's keeping them on, hold for the crime thriller that we are discussing. That they'll be featuring in that.
About that
Yes.
also Asta said कि पहले लिखने तो दो फिर recommend करना.
Yes. Yes, तो मतलब मेरा भी ऐसा ही है पहले लिख लेने दो कोई बुरा कैरेक्टर then I will tell you whether it was based on a real life person or not.
Yeah, because this is like a love, like this is a love story. Like there is love there, and there is, there is a lot of these tensions. Like I have like this like we were talking about Aisha, and like the whole concept, like she's smart and she's beautiful, she's attractive. So I really like, I have because of your book actually I've grown to liking romances, and
Wow.
looking at romances. I never read romance, okay? I was like, romance is bad. I hate that genre. And then I was like, love triangle happened to me, and I'm like, Arey, I'm like, this is a new world, and this is a new
Uh,
concept. Like the concept is like, it takes away my breath.
a follow-up question. Are you referring to Love Triangle, the book, or the actual incident?
Is this question to me?
No,
Why
no,
do I
no.
think that directed
Okay.
to Susanna?
No, which actual?
You're talking about Love Triangle, right? So the book
Yeah,
or
I'm talking about
an
love
actual incident?
triangle. Which
This
No, no, it
is
could have.
incident?
this book Love
It's fine.
Triangle.
I had to clarify. Could be either. Could be an actual incident as well. It's the way you phrase it.
Love triangle in whose life? That girl is
Yes.
married.
There are
I
three
don't have any
people
love
here.
triangle.
Please get confused who the question is directed at.
You are going into gray area. This is the Gehraiya
Yes.
area you're
Yes.
going.
Yes. Going back to the initial conversation.
Okay, no, love
Okay.
triangle.
If the question was directed at me, no, it's not inspired by a real life love triangle in my life.
So this did not happen in your college life.
I had crushes, but no, it never happened. I mean, it never went beyond me sharing with my friends that I like this guy.
I
Okay,
know it
so
very
you didn't like two boys at the same time.
I did. I still do. Is that bad? Being a married woman.
Oh my God, this is getting deeper. Is Manan around? Is he there?
He knows. He knows I have a lot of celebrity crushes, so it's okay. Two of them I have already named, Abhay Deol and Rohan Joshi. He knows I like them very much.
Okay, the crime thriller is going to be next is like
well.
husband killing wife.
We go the plot thickens.
Manan will be very happy because she is obsessed with celebrity crushes. Not bad, no? Good idea. But I'm also same thing. Only thing is that I am not married. So yeah, I can like anybody I want.
Happen later.
You can like real life people also you can like without any risk of somebody getting jealous.
Okay.
So, okay,
So,
look, okay, yeah, so yeah, Siddharth, go ahead, yeah.
okay. So, what's the worst review of the book that you have got?
It was
Oh,
first, but I really don't like it when people compare it to Student of the Year. I don't know because I have consciously made that effort to make it so different from SOTY. And even if you might have noticed in the screenshots, I am asking again and again to my beta readers, is it giving you an SOTY vibe? Because no, I didn't want that. And when somebody says that's what they feel when reading it, I'm really disappointed and disheartened.
yeah, because like Viren goes on to become somebody like, what's that guy's name?
Varun,
The Siddharth Malhotra guy, like pulls apart, and
yeah.
yeah, and maybe it's the professions. I'm guessing. I mean, maybe I don't know. I do not remember the movie. I remember the book. So please correct me here. Maybe it's the professions and their mannerisms because
Maybe.
that's not how the movie. Sorry, the book ends.
Yeah.
And like yeah, they're not. Yeah, and like in Student of the Year, Siddharth Malhotra and I think Varun Dhawan is the guy, right? They are very good friends.
Yeah, they are good friends.
Yeah,
And they
they're
are
very good friends.
यहाँ पे तीनों ही अलग है मतलब अभी is the senior and
They are
Viren
in
in the college.
Yeah, and they're like in different worlds, and like towards the end of the book also, like they have their own personality, and which has nothing to do with how the book ends,
Yes.
right? Like
Oh,
yeah. So I don't know, like pata nahi yaar. So
There
this
was
is
also
going to be
yes, you
please, please.
yeah,
No,
I
no, no,
was
no,
saying
you.
there was also another review where somebody said that in the end of the book the side characters become the main characters because of the wedding that happens in the end probably. So
Ah, yeah.
yeah, so I was surprised by that.
I So this is a trait that I like. Like when I read books, that everybody is given a portion. So
Hmm.
this is like I wrote this in my review also. I don't know. I don't remember it. I wrote it so long back, but this is what exactly attracted me to your. Can you guys hear me?
Now
yes,
we
yes, yes.
can.
Okay. Yeah, it had stuck. So it's gone back.
We
Can
can
you
wait,
hear
it's
me?
okay. Uh,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, no, no, you guys get like hang. So I think it's my Wi-Fi. So basically that was that's what I was saying. Okay. That everybody is given a the what do you say is given a plot line is given has a portion in the book in the story. And while there are three characters, but I don't like it, or maybe it's just me. Like there are different, like we all know that there are different types of readers, but I like it when the protagonist friend is also given the same kind of space in a story, whether it's on celluloid or in a book, as the protagonist is given, whether it's the boy's friends or the girl's friend or it's a brother, because that gives it a full it's full. Like if it's an empty bowl, you don't have to huh मतलब you don't have to search for places कि अब इसमें क्या डालूं इसमें मतलब then it's like comes as a whole. So that's why like I like it, like like
It's not just
yeah,
about
so
those three. It is not
yeah,
just about those three people, but about the world that they're living in, actually.
yes,
because like
yes.
like something like this has happened in my college life also, and like I was like we all became a part of it. It was an unfortunate incident, but what happened was that we all were a part of that incident, and unfortunately we all got affected by it, and we all have a story in that. So what
Hmm.
you depicted in Love Triangle is actually something that happens in real life, because
Yeah.
yeah.
It affects everyone. That one particular event or that one particular group of friends, whatever happens in their lives, they are interconnected. Yes.
Okay. So 1 year down the line, if this book actually, goes into an adaptation, who would you like, the characters to be played by? The three protagonists.
I think I have had this one segment of this conversation with Sukana once,
And
where
you're not allowed to name Abhay Deol.
no,
No,
we are not,
Abhidel.
we are not going to pick
Abhidel
actors
is
who are in their 40s. We are not going to pick actors who are in their 40s.
Shahrukh. Shahrukh.
Not in their 50s also. I want to
Yeah.
pick somebody who's closer in their age group of 20s or probably early 30s. So one guy I think who comes to my mind when I think of Viren Joshi and his personality traits is Vikrant Massey. I think he would be able to pull off that really well. I had this conversation with Sukana once where we were talking about how he would be able to pull it off because he's such a good actor. And when you think of Viren, his face somehow matches with that of Vikrant Massey. And I don't want to say this, but just because Abhi Agarwal is tall, maybe probably Siddharth Malhotra. But
Vicky Kaushal. Vicky Kaushal, come
yeah,
on, Vicky Kaushal.
yes, just because of the height, I am choosing Vicky Kaushal. Yes, he would be able to pull it off. And because in this generation we don't have any from the younger lot, from the new ones, not younger ones. We don't have anyone who has sexy legs. We are going to go with Deepika Padukone.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, somebody new, or Alia Bhatt, because of the height, because like she's short, Aisha is short.
Do you know any newer ones who have long legs?
Yeah. Then we need to look at new names, and we need to look at new series.
I was actually looking at this girl. I don't know if you have watched the series Flames by TVF. The lead actress, the girl who plays the lead actor, she would fit very well in the character of Aisha, I believe. Let's just Google her name, no? Why are we doing this? Uh,
We have it all set, huh?
where is the character list? What is
Siddharth,
this?
we should talk to Mukul about it. Like Mukul would be happy to adapt it.
Please, if you know someone who can adapt this book and make it into a web series or a movie, talk, send it out to the universe.
Siddharth is at like a very pally level with someone like Mukul. So yeah,
If you
it's
are
gonna be
here,
wonderful.
Siddhant's friend, if you are here, I am looking for somebody who can turn this book into a screen adaptation.
Okay, so I have a question that it just came, and so 1 year of Love Triangle, and how much
I'm sorry, I'm
now it.
because I'm looking for that particular girl.
Oh yeah, oh you're
Her
still.
name is
We're still with Bollywood.
Tanya Maniklata. She was also there in the web series adaptation of A Suitable Boy.
Oh, I didn't watch. I'm a very like a recluse in series
I will send
these.
you a photo on WhatsApp. Then you will realize, हाँ
What
ये
if,
बन सकती है Aisha.
what if we actually cast Benedict Cumberbatch as Abhi?
Look at my eyes going all round. Oh God.
Roaming around Mumbai eating vada pav.
I think that would lead to quite a lot of problems in my marital life then, because I would be spending.
Wow. Cumberbatch is like, yeah. Who can like? I don't think anybody can. I have got his autobiography, and I'm just waiting for starting it. It's on my Kindle.
Uh,
Uh,
no, Kindle. I thought you have the paperback and you're waiting when you can get it signed from him.
Paperback is so expensive. No, I'm happy reading about him. But yeah, it's like 2000, 3000 in here. So yeah. So my question was that it's 1 year to Love Triangle, and people are buying it, and people are also reviewing it. Like, so, like, does it now like bother you? Like, because it's like 1 year,
We lost you
the
again.
bad, as in like the very bad. Like, I have seen reviews that just
Trash.
just yeah, trash it, and because trashy reviews are everywhere. It's with every book. Like even with Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, there is a person who has given people who have given 1 star to it, and they're like, "This is a horrible book. Don't read it ever." So like love, so I get very surprised, but I'm like, okay, we can survive. So, but like, is that feeling there? Like that dread comes back to you?
Yes,
Like
I have
that
had
sadness
also.
comes?
Yeah, I have had a few reviews where people were not very kind in their words that they wrote about the book. But I was like, okay, their opinion. It's not going to be like that कि जो मैंने लिखा है वो सबको अच्छा लगेगा. So that mindset is there always in my mind. I used to feel very bad about this, but I'm like, okay, there are some popular books that I also don't like, so it's okay. They are entitled to their opinions also.
Yeah, because like I don't like the Midnight Library. I'm the only one. I know. Look at her face, Manali's face. Like, is this
No,
woman
no,
real?
I was actually going to confess that I have not read it, so you can relax. It's okay.
Okay, okay. अच्छा अच्छा
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Another question that I'm recalling right now is somebody asked me what was your favorite funny moment from the book. That has to be that scene where the entire gang is meeting Viren in the college canteen, and
Even mine, same. That moment was amazing. Yeah, please go on. Sorry.
you know
No, but
simply because Viren is getting a lot of love from her Aisha's other friends, and Aisha and Abhi themselves are like, please don't do this. Aisha is doing it because I'm already angry with you. Don't make it worse for yourself. And Abhi is like, I am jealous of you because Aisha is close to you. But the other two, Sharad and Gayatri, are enjoying it so much, and I'm like, yes. Abhi is going
so
to trash them later, but yeah.
yeah, was it like inspired from real life, or like that was because that was a very funny scene. I really enjoyed it.
No, not particularly something like that. But yes, I have had moments in that particular canteen itself where we were laughing and we were pulling each other's legs, and it was just a lot of fun. So an amalgamation of all those moments probably.
Okay.
So since we are almost, I think, on the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
Yes. Are we? Oh my God,
So
I didn't even realize. Okay,
I
let's
had
do
to
this.
check because the book shut
Yes.
down. So I had one last question. We've been doing this hashtag 1 year of Love Triangle for the last 4 5 days. So how has that experience been for you? Creating behind the scenes posts and posting them. So how was that experience about?
Honestly, when I thought about doing these posts, I only wanted to celebrate a glorious year of this book because it has been loved and appreciated so much. And the first thing that came to my mind was it would be nice to share how the book shaped. That was the only idea in my mind. But then we discussed it, and you guys gave me better ideas. We can do something beyond what I had in mind. And it's been wonderful. Yeah, when I was mapping out that route, it was very nostalgic for me because I have visited those spots and I have my separate memories not related to the story, but I have my own memories related to those spots. So I had a lot of fun, and I learned something new. I didn't know how to create such a route, so that was also another experience. Uh, and going back to those moments where the beta readers shared their feedback with me, and realizing how each moment in the book was shaped up, that was, I became a fan of myself, if I'm allowed to say that, because I can see that I have worked so much on it. I mean, let's talk about one particular screenshot from today itself, where I am discussing a particular dance step where Aisha gets injured during the freshers party, and oh my God, we did so much research on that one particular dance step just to justify that she's not a damsel in distress and she's not going to fall down. ऐसे कि मुझे बचाओ मुझे attention चाहिए. She's not that kind of a girl. We have to show it very organically, and we have to show it in a manner that she's enjoying herself. So I was like, wow, I have done so much detailing. I have made the characters very real. So well done, Manali. I was doing this to myself.
You deserve it. Yeah, like so much research went into it. Like even like the entire where Pink released and Air Dil Hai Mushkil released. I found it so like I have done my research. Where you were telling the beta readers. I felt that that must have been an intense moment because they were like they must be calculating but this like how is it possible, and then you were like I have done my research.
Yeah,
Like you knew
I
the months they released in.
felt like they were pointing at me and saying, "Are you sure you have got this right?" And I did it because I knew this question would come, and I was ready with it. Yes, I have done my research this time. You don't get to blame me for getting it wrong.
But
Yes.
yeah, well done.
Any other questions that we are forgetting? I actually want to ask you too, as readers, and one of the very first readers of the book. I want to ask you, what was your favorite moment, and who's your favorite character?
Okay.
First Siddhant, and then let's go like this.
I always speak first, Siddhant. Yes.
So my favorite scene was the temple wala scene, and especially because of Abhi's that crack that he makes, and that actually and that's in the very initial parts of the story. I was like, okay, if this is in the starting, I think I am going to enjoy the rest of the book. So that was one of the best moments for me from the book, and the ending, obviously the climax.
Yes, so Kenna.
So, it's Aisha's story. Aisha's story in the end, where she lands up, who she lands up with, and and where she is. That moment, when I read that, I was like, "Oh, Malali, that was wow!" Like that's why like I fell in love with romance. Like I was like, there is scope, there is scope in Indian romance, and yeah, and my favorite character is Varian, of course. Like I'm a geek. I'm a full-on geek, and when hot geeks land up in books, I cannot resist them. So like yeah, I mean yeah. So yeah, chiseled jaws and yeah, that's my I think that's my type. Like with specs and very much tall.
Yeah, now that you are
Yeah.
saying that specs wala thing, Manan and I have a constant debate about that because I do have a very soft corner for guys with specs, and obviously he doesn't have specs. So
I
yeah,
find that so hard. Sorry, but like yeah, specs like yeah, very hot on guys. Yeah.
I agree. Unfortunately, I got married to somebody who has perfect eyes. So
It's
yes,
very possible that I would get married to someone, or be with someone who has 6 by 6, or who does not wear specs, because I don't wear specs. Matlab ki that person would get married to me who has 6 by 6, and uh, अब मैं भूल गई हूँ. I'm confused now. This happens with me. So yeah,
Yes,
but yes.
since we are talking about funny moments, एक और मुझे याद आ रहा है जो मेरा बहुत favorite है. There's this particular T-shirt that Aisha is wearing during her exams, and I did a lot of research about that one particular quote that has to go on the T-shirt and justify her mood. That was also one of my favorite funny moments from the book.
Nice. So you have also done research for your funny moments. Like, how did that go about?
I
Like
have to make
funny
this funny.
moments.
How to make this funny?
Yeah.
I did research for only a few of them. I mean, most of others came very organically to me. Especially the jokes related to Abhi's name, they were very organic. As I mentioned, the jokes came first and the character's name came after that. So those were always there in my mind. But ये particular वाला जो है ना T-shirt वाला, so I was actually googling funny quotes वाला T-shirt. So I typed into Google funny quirky T-shirts, and though this particular quote that I found and used in the book was not available on Google, it inspired me after going through all those quotes that are already out there.
So we can have book merchandise coming out there.
Sorry? Yes,
we can have the book merchandise.
Yes, we can definitely. I would definitely love that T-shirt, but it wouldn't justify because मैं कहाँ exams दे रही हूँ अब यार. We lost Sukaina. We lost Sukaina.
Yeah. There is a lot of net problem. I'm so sorry. You guys also hanged.
Yes. Till the time we wait for Sukaina, I'm going to light this candle and mark our celebration.
Yes, I'm here and I'm gone again.
Yes. So happy 1 year to Love Triangle.
Yay!
Yes. This was
wonderful.
Such a fun conversation. Yeah, I was able to recall so many wonderful memories related to this book. And thank you for joining me in the Bookversary celebration.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, being a part of the entire journey. And to be back exactly after 1 year, it was actually interesting. And thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much, Manali. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being such wonderful guests and laughing at all my unfunny jokes also.
So we are celebrating 1 year of this book.
Yes.
I'm so sorry I don't have my paperback. My paperback is in my other home, the new place. I am back at my mom's place. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now I forget.
I don't have the tablet.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I think we are at
Thank
the
you.
end of 1 hour.
Thank you so much, Manali.
Yes. And for those of you who have joined us, thank you so much.
Ha.
Yes, we are losing Sukaina, but I am anyway ending.
Yeah, my net.
No stress.
Net. Oh God.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining me, and we'll do this again sometime soon. Bye.
Definitely.
Sure. Okay, bye.
Bye.